to my computer that were partly installed, partly prepped through the first couple of episodes, but now everything is up to date. So hopefully video quality is primo now, and let me know in the comments below what you think. But season, it's not over yet. Our hope, we have a 0% evaluation right now. I have no idea what's to come, because to be honest with you, I have never had below a successful reviewed season. I haven't had the exceptional season, but I've had that situation where it wasn't exceptional, but I've never had below, that good evaluation. So I've never even had just the okay evaluation, let alone the absolute 0% failure that we have currently. Not all hope is lost yet, but we're literally down to our last feasible chance of anything happening. That being said, what I'm looking to do is we have the Tour of Utah still to go, but against tour teams, I don't think there's actually any hope of getting any sort of result anywhere in there. The one chance I have is in the national championships. With every rider being from a different nation, well, that hurts those chances significantly, but at the same time it increases the odds that something could happen. I want to try breakaways, but we are so weak that chances are breakaways would go really poorly. But national championships are so unusual compared to the normal races that a lot of things that can't normally happen can happen in the national championships, where you have fields a quarter of the size of what they normally are. First off, though, we've got to do the time trials, and you can see from the equipment, not good. Like, we have no lightness or comfort. The aero is far from what it could be, which is like a 12. So we're below. We're at what, 65% of maximum on the aero package. That's not going to help us. And of course, all my riders, Rico has actually developed quite nicely. Rico was a 51 at the start of the season. He's a 54 now, so he's developed quite rapidly. That still only makes a 54 time trial, 52 prologue, so, good luck. Time trial, we're going to be very much at the bottom of the list. However, the one good thing is you tend to get a small group of riders who know that they are elite and go for it. And then the rest of the field usually just kind of sits up, at least in stage races. National championships, theoretically everybody there is going for it. So here's why I have some hope as we're out on the over 50 kilometer time trial that Rico is up against. And the rain begins to fall. By the way, beautiful course. I really love the detail. You didn't get too many tracks like this, and usually they were modded tracks from the community, so pretty much outside of the Grand Tours. So nice touch there. But anyway, here's why I have some hope. First off, the fields generally much smaller as we're getting passed up by the rider behind us. Generally much smaller fields than what you get in a regular pro Peleton. So the odds are, numbers are a little more on your side. Also, a top 10 in any of these races is highly praised by your sponsor. So, big effect, smaller field, meaning odds on, if you're able to get a result, right, the odds are a little better, less competition, so on and so forth. And like I said before, you do tend to see, as a second rider has passed us, by the way, and we're almost out of energy already, -3 race day condition to somebody with a terrible time trial prologue is, yeah, not a good opportunity. Anyway, as Rico runs out of energy with 4 kilometers still to go, just give it your 99 here, bud. And do what you can. We might be in last place. Anyway, we've got about 20 riders to go. I think we are. I think we might be literally in last place in this race. I was estimating that there was about 65 riders here. And we have a 63rd. It could be. It could be. I'm actually intrigued to see, are we literally going to be in dead last? Oh, we're not 62nd? See that? It was 62nd. Unless Castroviejo, just who took the win, it just didn't update because he hadn't crossed the line yet. I'm assuming he was wearing the number 1 jersey. He was the favorite. He ended up winning by over a minute over Bilbao. I don't think the time trial is going to be for us. And in fact, I'm probably just going to quick sim all of the rest of them because they are a true account of your rider. And if everybody's a 55 and below, what happened here is going to happen everywhere. And he was last place by nearly 2 full minutes to last place and almost 5 minutes behind the next rider. Okay, yeah, that's really sad. We'll quick sim the time trials. The road races are where we do have a bit of a better shot. And on those, it's the sprints, right? Because so many of the riders that are there are going to be supporting other riders. Positionally, if you're in the right place, you could easily get a top 25. And if we're lucky in one of them, we might squeak out a top 10. Right place, right time, right amount of effort left. Give it a go. Not very many sprinters in that actual race. And yeah, it's possible. Top 10. Maybe breakaway kind of situation. Time trial, yeah, not happening. But road race, yeah, maybe. So our first road race, and my first instinct was, oh hell yes. We're at Switzerland, and there's only 37 riders. Yeah, 37 riders. That's it. We could absolutely get a top 25. Maybe better. Breakaway has a real chance on a race like this. And then reality kind of struck. I'm already almost finished on the first climbing sequence. I did get dropped at an 87 effort, and I started from the front of the field. 87 effort, and I slipped out the back of the field in half a kilometer. So I'm still in the group somehow, but that's because we sat up and allowed a single breakaway rider to go off the front, and I'm recovering now. We'll see if I have any hope. Here comes a new attempt at a break, and I think with the new aggressive AI, there's every chance that a breakaway actually could be highly successful. But you can see we're in what is arguably our flat terrain, and the undulation is enough that there's already a rider out the back. I'm glad that it's not me, but I'm riding at a 95 clip, and I'm already on the verge of running out of energy and getting dropped. Best thing for me is the field to sit up and allow the breakaway to exist and not try to form another one, because this is not looking so good. We're not going to last too long in this field. A little bit of recovery here as the next attack begins. Even with a 2.5 minute gap, they continue to attack. Or it was at 2.5 at one point anyway, or at least 2:20 it had gotten out to. And I'm nearly out of energy before the climb. Yeah, that's not a good sign. And we're out of energy as we go over the top. We're still in the group for now. No breakaway anymore. All the attacking destroyed that rider who was off the front by themselves. Let's go ahead and grab some water right now. But as we hit the bottom here, I've recovered only slightly. I'm back to the front for now. But yeah, this is... I think, if anything, I should attack and try to join the break. I attacked and didn't. I attacked and went backwards. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Oh man, it's gonna take a little while. It's gonna take a little while to get this series going. Again, I am on extreme difficulty, and the attributes I think are a little more accurate, a little more true, and we're bad. And because we had so few races on the calendar as a new team, morale super low. So everybody's coming in with these massive negative race day conditions. We've got a -3 again. So somebody with 51 resistance at a -6, all of a sudden he's got a 45 on his resistance. Like, I'll be lucky not to finish in 37th. And that was the thing. The time trials, we finished last in every single one. There was only a few that our guys participated in, but we were last place in every single one of them. Now, one of them, we were only last by 4 seconds, so, hooray! But here we are, recovered before we go up the climb. Field did sit up rocks a little bit from where it was previously, but I just got dropped. Back together for now, but it's touch and go here. I'm happy we've made it this far, and that one rider is far enough behind that I'm hoping that we'll at least finish ahead of him. 2-man break, 4.5 minutes, so that opened up real quick. They could go on and win this thing. The way we're going. Grab water again. Go uphill swing, don't lose contact, there you go. Yeah, 5-minute gap now. And that climb we only have to do one more time. Ooh. The pace isn't too bad. Yeah, you never know. We could still be in this thing. Stamina and resistance are both getting low, but we're maxed out on our yellow bar currently. Oh, and there's a crash. Those guys probably aren't coming back. So now there's 4 riders out. Oh, Hershey in it too. Ouch, that hurts. He's got to be one of the favorites. Mark Hershey, definitely one of the best Swiss riders. Hang in there, hang in there. Don't lose contact. We lost contact. They sped up. They sped up. We're toast. We're toast. And we've been in the toaster too long. We got burnt. In fact, I dropped to next to last place just like that. From the base of the climb to the top of the climb, we dropped behind all those guys. Behind, and I'm assuming that's Hershey that they're considering the front rider. It is. Yeah, Hershey is considered front, and everybody is considered a breakaway rider. Poor guy. Okay, so there you go. We're going to finish at the back of this one. That's the last bigger climb that there is. Short and steep anyway. We're not really recovering. Well, we're not going to recover at this kind of effort level anyway. Go ahead and drink some water. Might as well hydrate. Yeah, we might as well slow it down a little bit so we actually can maintain a pace. Can you do that? No? It's too much undulation. Franchini ends up taking the win. Stefan Kung 3rd. Schar 7th. And Hershey never got back. And I didn't finish last. Oh my goodness. There are 16 riders in this race. There are 16 riders in this race.
He's making a break for it. Will it prove to be too early?
Let me repeat that. There are 16 riders in this race. I have not seen this before. I've never seen less than 35, 40 riders, even for national championships. Then again, I do have a tendency to play a normal style. I might have diversity within my teams. I might have situations where there's only 1 or 2 riders from other countries. I've had Czech riders before, and I thought you still ended up with about 30. Wow. Okay, well, I put myself in the break. 12 riders really can't chase down 4 terribly well at all, especially if they're from different teams. There are 2 riders in this group, and that could be a good thing from the same team, or at least once we manage to pull it together. It's also a very, very flat stage, so there's a chance for it to turn out to be a sprint, which could easily give me an opportunity to not get dropped and, not be last place. This could be the day. This could absolutely be the day that we could... Oh, we dropped that one rider. Oh, he rode out front too long. So 3 of us away, 13 behind, gaps out to a minute and a half. Nobody seems to be chasing now. And as we go to sit up a bit here, are we going to work together? Guys, you're not going to work? Why are you not working? What's your deal? Why aren't they contributing? I don't get why they weren't contributing. That was weird. There's clearly one team here that has quite a few riders, and how did I... 49. Come on. Regain contact. I was still in breakaway mode there. My bad. I'm trying to recover, but... New breakaway trying to form. It went from an easy ride to things just got a little hectic. Means I could stay in the group on minimal effort. 1 rider, a minute and a half away, but more riders trying to go. Get that water while we're back here. That's why we're back here, right? To get water. Come on, CCC rider. You should be able to bring us up there. Jan hurt? What's your problem, Jan? Jeez. You might be one of the best riders in this field. Look how easily I pulled us back. In fact, you just used a teammate to come back and get you. And he's working at the front. I'm very confused by that. Why is Jan Hurt the one working at the front over Cerny? Is Cerny a sprinter? Is that why? I'm so confused. Jan Hurt's the one with a name, 6770. Okay, I guess that's why. Jan Hurt might be the better known rider, but he's no sprinter, so he's supporting his teammate. And there's just the 2 of them here, so... This is absolutely the kind of race that we might be able to get that top 10 in. And the sponsor's going to look at that and go, hey, top 10, woo! Now we won't have a 0% evaluation anymore, but here we go. Is this it? Am I going to get dropped at a 92? Please, no. I did. I got dropped at a 92. Jeez. That's how bad my ratings are, guys. This is, I'm having a hard time keeping up. They got to stop attacking each other. I have recovered finally, though. Since I can get dropped at a 92, I'm going to keep that effort level up to cover for attacks. Here comes the next wave of them. Look at that. Every little acceleration and I slide backwards a ways. One rider out the back. One rider off the front. This is good news. If these few guys exhaust themselves, right? Cut it down to 12, 13 riders left in the peloton, and all of a sudden I might actually have, a chance. I'd only have to beat 1 or 2 riders to the line. And if you got 4 or 5 guys working for one, that's what makes those possibilities a strong possibility. I could end up with a 7th or 8th place. Maybe better. 50k to go. Let's get water one final time. Next wave of attacks. I think somebody else had a spare water bottle and handed me one. Never even had to put my hand up. Or the motorbike's right here in the group because it's so small. 13 riders, 38k, 3 ahead. Next attack. That's 4 away. And pace is really hot. It's wearing me out. But I'm hanging in there. 1 rider out the back. Yes. Let's make it more. Make it more. No break anymore. 15 riders at the front. We slow down a little bit. Heart rate allows for recovery, and I do recover good. But that also allows that rider to come back, and it was Jan Hurt again. Hurt exhausting himself. And here goes his teammate on the attack. Final 17k. Those guys don't look like they're going to get away, and we regain contact. That's good. 14k. Come on now. This is it. This is my chance. The top 10. Alright, 8k to go. 1 rider off the front. Don't get dropped. Whoa, buddy. See how quick I went back? Jeez. Now, a lot of the field has contributed throughout this race.
5 kilometers remaining.
I could have more energy than a lot of riders out there. I am the next to last wheel in the group, which means almost everybody has been involved in the relay because it's like being in a break. 3.5k to go. There comes the other guy. He's attacking. I'm definitely not following any attacks. I go for it. He could be, could be going off to win this thing. 2.5k to go. Gel kicks in. 2k to go. I need to move forward here. Come on, come on. Come on, Puchek. Come on, Puchek. Oh, come on, Puchek. Oh, don't be last. Jeez. It still ended up at 15th. Oh, are you kidding me? Schneebar takes second. Kunkowski first.
Selected the following highlights for you.
I still ended up in 15th. Really? The stack was totally prepped for me to be able to do something. I accelerated with more than 2k to go and went nowhere. I sprinted earlier than the rest of the field, still went nowhere, and then everybody else sprinted and the one exhausted guy went backwards, but otherwise everybody just simply pulled away from me. I was still sprinting. Like that whole time, I was accelerating and never looked like I accelerated. Our attributes are wonderful. After taking last place in Spain, we go to Belgium and do the same. So, team managing last place in 2 races, next to last place in the other 2 races, and all we have to show for it is one of those came out as a top 25, and look, there is a little boost to sponsor confidence. Let's go ahead and push forward that one day. I think we're done. There's one rider that doesn't show up on the list. It labels 9, and we have 10 on the team, but it does. We ended up with something. We got something. We got a top 25 for the Czech Republic. In fact, it was a top 15. I was hoping for a top 10, right? The top 10 would have made a much bigger difference. We have, I don't know, 6, 7% on the evaluation now. No, that's 0 to 10. Looks like we have about 4 or 5. It's better than nothing. It's not a 0. And since all the objectives are done, it can only go up from here. And honestly now, we only need one itty-bitty minor result to do something and to not lose the sponsorship. But again, I don't know where we're headed with that. I've just never been anywhere below 65. I've been right on that edge before, but I've never even had acceptable, let alone end of sponsorship. The game mechanics, to me, suggest we'll just have 3 different sponsors and no RR concepts. But if that's the case, we'll find out. Because it looks like we'll find out the hard way. You know what? As tough as this is, I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. It's unique. It's a unique situation to be in, and I really am looking forward to this challenge. The only downside, right? If we lose the sponsorship but get 3 new offers from different sponsors, presumably at a small budget, I'm not so worried by that, because we can still really do a lot to reshape this team as long as it's not game over, right? As long as that doesn't happen. We have 3 expiring contracts, so at a bare minimum, it looks like we'd be able to bring in a few different riders, and it can't get any worse. It can't get any worse than what we have now. For one thing, we've already developed Khalifa's a 57 now. Everybody outside of the old man in the group, which I can't say too much because A, I'm almost that age, and B, actually, a friend of mine from high school, my age, is one of these elder statesmen on a women's team in the U.S. That is very much kind of like our team here. It's a Continental team that goes around and does participate in U.S.-based races, and it is paid. There is sponsors involved, but it's very much not in the World Tour Peleton. But anyway, this is where we're at now. Literally all that's left for us on the calendar at this point is that one final race. Those are under 23 races, so no, we're not in that. We're not going to be at the Worlds. Who would invite one of my riders to the Worlds? So, Tour of Utah. 1 race to go in the season. I have no hopes in those races. We have a 34-kilometer sprint, 196-kilometer sprint, 168-kilometer sprint, and then a bunch of stages that are just going to blow us away. And that's a time trial, isn't it? You can see right there is the icon. So we have a time trial and 2 sprint stages. Well, time trial, I'm not going to do anything there either way. So we have 2 sprint stages to wrap up the season. It's already, though, post-August 1st. So at the beginning of the next episode, we will begin with that moment of truth. We have 0 chance of improving this. So, moment of truth at the beginning of the next episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. And bye for now.